This week's spotlight is on Spida Donovan Mitchell, one of the top offensive players in the league today and someone who is expected to make a huge impact for his new team this season. Mitchell was drafted 13th overall in 2017 by the Nuggets before getting traded to the Jazz on draft day. There, he quickly established himself as an important piece, which eventually translated in him being one of the best two guards in the NBA. But while he made a name for himself individually, the Jazz never went past the second round of the playoffs. This summer, Spida got traded to the Cavs, where he is tasked to lead a young team to greater heights. Okay guys, Donovan Mitchell, your thoughts on him? Do you like him as a player? Are you fans of Donovan Mitchell?
Sayang wala si Paolo.
My favorite moment was the press conference of the Gilas game versus Saudi Arabia. And Jordan Clarkson was asked about what he was looking forward to in rejoining the Jazz. He said, I don't know what my team looks like. And I think it was a wink at the future, because there were already discussions of what's going to happen with Donovan Mitchell. Did he maximize his potential with the Jazz? No. Was he good? Really good. But I'm looking forward to him having more freedom to create with Cleveland, because
yeah, well, I agree there, but I don't know. I just thought he couldn't take his team to the next level. Like, I thought he had enough. He had opportunities, kind of the stars aligning for him, and then they collapsed.
Only because I think the biggest mistake was at the start of all the D-Wade comparisons. Yeah. I think
unfair,
yeah, I think sometimes that's where it.
And D-Wade, who now owns the Jazz, traded him. I'm just kidding.
Well, and then there were people saying that he was the better D-Wade, obviously, because a player instead of a franchise player.
But we also don't know how it's going to pan out. I mean, the season hasn't, exactly started yet, so anything can really happen, diba? I mean, with him in Utah, yeah, people were saying that, he was a little overshadowed in a sense because of all the players that were there, like, Jordan Clarkson and all of these things. But we can't also deny that his quickness, his athleticism, that really plays a huge role as to who he is as a player. But with Cleveland, I mean, you never know. We might see something that we didn't see before. And, he's still young. Anything can happen. Right?
And I think it's great for Cleveland, right? They needed somebody who's a little more mature there, with
starting it up.
Well, it's all done. Okay, before we end this little segment, your thoughts on the Cavs next season with Donovan Mitchell?
I'm excited.
Playoffs?
Very
playoffs?
excited.
I hope so.
And I think it's because Donovan Mitchell is actually excited to play for the Cavs. I mean, he posted that photo of him wearing a Cavs jersey when he was much younger. So it's different when you have a star wanting to play at team. That was not really a playoff contender in the past. So looking forward to the Cavs this season.
Yeah, I hope it's a sustainable excitement, though, because we've seen that also. I'm sorry for being a little bit pessimistic about it, but we've seen it like a first year, second year, they're all excited, and then a few adversity hits, then all of a sudden some of these stars, request for this, request for that. And I hope they stick to it, and then hopefully he can win with the Cavs.
He has to wait for LeBron to come back in a couple of years.
Not until we win another championship.
Ooh, that's going to happen this year, I hope.
When she says we, by the way...
It's
Lakers.
Oh, okay.
I am orienting the rookies.
Yes.
That's what we means.
That's what I say also with the
Mavs,
Bucks.
the Bucks.
Yes. Let's go!
Don't forget Zion.
Okay.
Along with our top player segment comes a spin-off called Who's Better. This is where we take our top player, in this case Donovan Mitchell, and match him up against his fellow NBA stars. Game. First, Spida versus Klay Thompson. Now we're talking about the Klay from last year, post-injury. Both can shoot, of course. Mitchell a little more athletic, but Klay is bigger. What do you guys think?
Really? We have to take the post-injury Klay?
Yeah, I was thinking if you look at their whole careers,
that would be awesome.
Because if it's post-injury,
yeah, I think it's
such a small window, right? Okay, we're changing
small
it.
Sample size.
I am announcing that we are taking their whole careers.
Yeah, we do that here. We do that here.
Okay. Let's start with the rookie.
Klay.
If you take his entire career, you just skewed the entire conversation towards Klay Thompson.
That's true.
Now you can answer Donovan Mitchell.
That's
right.
Now you have to pick him. But
Now you get it.
Kaya pala, now we're going back to post.
But when we say career, we're not even just talking about achievements. We're just talking about general
What he can
play,
do, yeah.
skill
Yes,
set.
maybe numbers.
Even post injury, I think at this stage,
You still take Klay.
I would still
Yeah.
take Klay.
Winnability, I mean, that's a huge thing. So I would say Klay as well. If you look at the numbers, actually, Donovan beats Klay in a lot of stat categories. But again, winnability, hard to argue with that.
At the end, clutch. He's got a good-looking dog, nice-looking boat. Yeah,
That boy,
I'm Klay.
Bigger bank account probably.
Pinay girlfriend allegedly.
Yeah.
Hello.
Fly high, Pinay. Up next, we have Donovan versus Anthony Edwards. Where are we at? Spida versus Ant.
I'm with Anthony Edwards here. I mean, in the long run.
Small sample, but I like it.
I like
Even
Edwards
from a
a lot.
marketability standpoint, I think the Ant-Man's got it.
He's an interview, huh?
But
Didn't we react to Ant-Man generally how we reacted to Donovan when he was new coming out? Or is Ant a little more hyped to start his career?
I think Ant may be a bit more hyped because he was
He's
the
such an entertaining
number one overall.
interview.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
right.
He is a character.
But he also can play.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's not just the interview, right? So he can play.
In terms of ceiling, I would take Ant, but as of right now,
Oh, yes.
I
fair.
might go with Donovan.
Klay. Klay.
Hard to argue
Sorry.
with a vote.
Wrong segment. Okay.
And lastly, let's do Mitchell versus Jaylen Brown. Very similar in style of play, but who do you guys think does it better between the two?
As a system player, Jaylen, but if you were going to build a team around Guy, I would
Donovan.
pick.
That's why we brought you here. I agree. Okay.
But isn't it like unfair because we've only ever seen Jaylen with
As a-
Jason?
yeah.
You know? So it's
Who's
hard
a better
to imagine.
Jaylen Brown,
I think Jaylen Brown.
I would say.
Donovan's.
I agree.
Okay. So
Not
I'll go
by
with Donovan.
much.
Walang pakialam sa depensa.
Let's buy him a boat. Let's go with
Jaylen.
Donovan.
And a dog.
Yes.
But it is unfair. I know your point that parang it takes away from
Yes.
his game. Yeah, I like Jaylen. Quiet, does his thing. He can play on both ends. So I think we always talk about that.
Yeah.
Two-way players are always good. Yeah.